So recently, Jane Slater went onto the NFL Network and talked about a interesting point of information that I didn't see a lot of people talking about, and that was how the Dallas Cowboys are planning on trying to scramble Dak Prescott a lot more and emphasize that during this training camp and preseason process. Today we'll talk about exactly what she said and what these things bode for the Cowboys in 2022. So before we get started, if you can like this video, that would be greatly appreciated as it helps the video perform better in YouTube's algorithm. And on top of that, it's easy to do. Next, if you could subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on more Dallas Cowboys content as it comes out, that would be awesome. And hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post new content. So look, Jane Slater, after going on to the NFL Network, mentioned how the Cowboys organization with the coaching staff and Dak Prescott, they want to get him to scramble more for really two particular reasons. To start things off, with having Dak Prescott 2 years removed from the ankle injury that sidelined him for most of 2020, it's something that as he further continues to develop what he can at the quarterback position, and as we move further and further away from that, it's not going to be on his mind or more so bugging him. And we kind of saw that in some moments during the 2021 season, especially the Giants game, considering the circumstances. But it didn't really stop him from throwing 37 touchdowns, stuff like that. But we all know about the calf injury and things like that. But again, the key thing is getting Dak Prescott to scramble again. Now, the first part of it has to deal with the fact that the Dallas Cowboys offensive line is going through this massive retool, and this is something that could maybe not do well for the Cowboys because of the fact that, dude, you just have a quarterback that you're trying to protect because of how much money you gave to him, and now you're all of a sudden saying, all right, let's just build this thing on the fly, and I'm worried that this could cause the Cowboys some issues in the long run. I say this until the cows come home. They did remove 2 starters from last season. And so you kind of look at, okay, can their replacements step up and do their job? And if they can, you're A-okay. And so, there could be a possibility that Dak Prescott will be a lot more mobile. They will make him run more options so that they can, really, I don't know. It's really hard to pinpoint what exactly the Dallas Cowboys' full implementation of a mobile Dak Prescott once again because of how his career arc has been going. And you kind of saw this in 2019 and as we move forward was that Dak Prescott was becoming more of a quarterback that's on the passing end of things than the dual threat. And I think what's important is the Cowboys utilize his legs more to, provide rhythm to the offense, provide unpredictability, and, you're just overall getting him back into the flow of things. And I think that's going to open up Dak Prescott to the version we saw when we saw the 2020 season of him just putting up these ridiculous numbers, okay? Now, the other factor to it is, look, it's the fact, Dak Prescott's just trying to get back from this injury, and, getting him to scramble more will get him more loose, make him not second guess on what he wants to do, whether he wants to run the football, stop, pivot, throw, and you kind of saw that towards the tail end of last year. Now, you can attribute that to the calf injury, but again, this also ties into the whole ankle thing. You got hurt, one of the biggest major injuries of your career, and then you have another setback with the calf, and you kind of start, going through that mental lapse of, oh no, I don't want to hurt myself. I think you could look at the game in Washington, for example, where, he could have ran for a first down, but he didn't. But there were moments that felt like, okay, you maybe got over that, like in the Falcons game, for example, when he dove head first for a touchdown. And, even earlier in the season, it really felt that Dak Prescott still had that mobility in him. So, with all of that being said, I do think it's highly imperative that the Dallas Cowboys keep Dak Prescott on the move. Again, it gets him back into the zone of him playing loosely, which is imperative because you don't want him to second guess everything. I'm not saying that's something that Dak Prescott does, obviously, but again, it's a key thing. But nonetheless, I think Dak Prescott will be just fine. Jane Slater does bring up valuable information that we should keep an eye out on. Watch how Dak Prescott handles the ball in training camp, because if we start seeing read options, QB draws, things like that, we could see a much more dynamic offense with this team. Will it be better than 2021? Maybe not, but again, it's something to keep in mind. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular installment of the videos for training camp. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.